You have a werewolf guard dog man. No, I got Gora. That's enough. She's got to be with me for another 500 years, which kind of sucks. Yeah. Now, because here's the thing, all right? So if you want some backstory on Gora, I got turned into a vampire at like a young age, right? So it's like the powers that be, dark powers, of course. They're not like happy-go-lucky powers. They're like, all right, they'll give you like a caretaker, right? So they'll watch over you for a while. But they got to do it for 1,000 years, you know? And they're like, okay, fine. If you kind of survived 1,000 years, you know, as a vampire, they're like, okay, you don't need it. But I still got 500 years, you know? And it's like, I don't know whose idea, like what charter this was in, that they're like, oh, okay, you know, young vampires need, you know, caretakers. It's stupid. You know, we're vampires. You know? It's like we either make it or we don't. But I guess I can't complain. You know. She's getting me a job. That's pretty cool, right? Vampires are supposed to have werewolves to watch over them during the day sleep. No, they don't. You just get some generic guy. No, you get some generic dude who's like, I want to live forever, master. Master. You know, that kind of thing. You know, like a Renfield. That's what you do. Everyone gets a Renfield, you know? But usually you have to be at a certain, you know, age to get your own Renfield. And generally you find them, like, on the job, so to speak. So you come across some guy who, like, watches you, you know, suck the blood out of somebody, and they're like, you're a vampire. I want to be a vampire, too. Please make me a vampire. You know, and they get all, like, needy, and they hang on to you, and, you know, you can kind of feed them flies, and they're just fine with it. They're just like, and they start laughing like idiots and stuff. Yeah. I feel like I woke up at one of the worst times to wake up, honestly. I mean, a couple of years back would have been a little bit worse, because you're at the tail end of coughing all over each other. Allegedly. I mean, it's still out there. People are still like, I'm getting sick, you know, that kind of thing. Like, everybody's getting sick all the time. Like, I find it a little funny because it's just like nobody wants to take any precaution. And then everyone's like, how did I get so sick? Yeah, well, you were breathing in sneezes. So, yeah. I don't know. Just, if you want to be alive, then, you know, try to follow whatever they tell you about living. Dude, I don't care. I mean, what the hell? Let's see. What's the difference between vampires and zombies? They seem similar. That's so offensive on so many levels. God. No, I mean, I don't know what Twitch's terms of service are, but, I mean, that's like, you know, 3 sentences away from hate speech, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, come on. On both parties, you know? You think a zombie wants to be called a vampire? They're just going to be like, hey... You know? Zombies like brains. Because they lack them. What? People want what they don't have. I do have blood, so I don't know why I want it all the time. It's weird.